Hello everybody, this is Ed. Today we're going to talk about how I fish a Senko.
Get in this boat. Woo! Look at that fish. Wow! It's truly a big one. Bass fishing with Ed.
One of the first things I learned how to do when I started fishing tournaments is throw a Senko. It seems to be, the simplest thing to do. They work so well. So I just want to go over 4 or 5 ways that I fish a Senko because I still use a Senko and I have great success with them. Let's start. I use a Senko a lot of times as a Neko rig. Weight on the bottom, dangling down. This seems to be real effective, but it just depends on the circumstance because I can get away with throwing this with a weedless hook, throwing it in the grass and get away with it, and it seems to work real well. And again, it's a pretty effective way to throw a Senko. Alright, set that aside there. The other way seems to always work is throwing it on a standard shaky head. Shaky heads seem to be one of the, it's basically a jig worm. It works extremely well. Again, especially when you're fishing in rocks. You can fish this in light grass, light cover, but it really shines when it comes down to rocks. This is another way that I do it. This is probably the way I fish it the most, wacky style. I really like throwing this because, again, I remember first starting to fish tournaments. The guys in the boats would tell you, put this thing, fold it in half, hook it up wacky style, throw as close as you can to the bank, and see what happens. And so often it happens. Even now, a lot of my videos you'll see fish coming up with the wacky style in his mouth because I really depend on that, and that's probably one of the ways I start off pretty much every time I go fishing is when I'm going to throw a worm or something, I throw that wacky because I just have that much confidence in it. Alright, the next way I do it is just a standard Texas rig with a weight. The only caveat here is that, you see it, is I tend to use set this here, an elastic type worm. And I do that because these worms float. So when it's sitting down there, you have this tail sticking up. And that seems to be real work. Plus, the bait is so soft that the hook easily pokes out. So it's really an effective way to fish it. And again, you can throw this in pretty much any type of cover and still have the Texas rig ability. And at the same time, know that you're going to get a pretty decent shot at a good hook set just because of the softness of the worms. And the final way we're going to talk about is just a standard old weightless Senko. Get this thing right. Again, this is I've probably caught more fish doing it this way because just the ease of fishing this. You can pretty much throw this thing out and forget it. Keep an eye. Really, that's it. You can throw it out and forget it, and the fish will still eat it. Because of the effectiveness of this bait, it has that special little fall. The other thing though, you can take this same particular bait, cast it out, fish it like a fluke. Snap, snap, let it fall, snap, snap, let it fall. It's extremely effective doing that also. So this is just 4 or 5 ways that I fish the Senko. I have a whole bunch more that I fish it. We'll just see how things go. I may be able to get back and show you the other 5 or 6 ways that I fish it later on. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if this video has been any good for you. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And again, thank you for all your support. Bye.